Hi children, today we are going to learn Science and Technology Standard 10 Part 1 Chapter number 2, that is a classification of elements. In the first video what we seen, that is the what history of elements and the Dobbe-Reiner triads. In a short, what he did, he took the three elements and what he stated, his law, the property of atomic mass of a middle element is equal to arithmetic mean of the other two elements. That is if we take the mean of a first and third element, we will get the atomic mass of a middle element. Now today we are going to learn the new topic, that is what Newland's law of octaves and the Mendeleev's periodic table. So let we begin with the Newland's law of octaves. So what he did, he was the English scientist Johann Newland created the atomic masses of elements to their properties in a different way. In the year 1866, Newland arranged the elements known at that time in an increasing order of their atomic masses. Again here, Newland what he did? He took all the elements and arranged in the order of increasing order of their atomic masses. It started with the lightest element of hydrogen and ended up with the thorium. So what, he took the first element, that is a lightest element, that is a hydrogen, and end with the thorium. Now what he found that every 8 element had the properties similar to those of the first. So what he did, he arranged all the elements in the order of increasing order of atomic masses, and he started with the, that is a hydrogen atom, and ended with the thorium. What he got, he noticed that what the property of 8 electron is similar to the properties of the first elements. For example, sodium is a 8 element for the lithium, and both have the similar properties. Also magnesium shows the similarity to the beryllium, and the chlorine shows the similarity with the fluorine. Newland compared this similarity with the octaves in a music. So Newland, he compared with the music swar, that is a sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dhi, ni. So he was arranged in the order of this. What he got, the property of hydrogen and the fluorine and chlorine and the bromide is the same. Now see the law of octaves. Now first column, see hydrogen, next lithium, barium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, sodium. Now if you giving the number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 8 elements come in the first one. So property of a hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, cobalt, nickel and barium is the same, and the property of a lithium, sodium, potassium, copper, this element's property was the similar. Now here we have to see there was the some limitation of this law, that is a Newland's law. So many limitations were found in a Newland's octaves. This law was found to be applicable only up to calcium. So that means this law only applicable that time till calcium. Newland fitted all the known elements in the table of a 7 into 8, 7 area 56 boxes. So that time how many elements we know? That is a 56. So 7 into 8, that is a 56 boxes. So Newland was arranged that 56 elements. Newlands placed two elements each in a some boxes to accommodate all the known element in the table. So what is the next limitation? What he did, he kept the two elements in the same box. For example, cobalt and nickel, cerium and the lithium. Moreover, he placed the some elements with the different properties under the sum note in the octave. For example, Newlands placed the metal cobalt and nickel under the note do along with the halogens, while Fe having the similarity with the cobalt and nickel. That means what he did, similar properties of elements he kept in the separate tables. Also, Newland's octave did not have a provision to accommodate the newly discovered elements. That means what? If there further discovered is there, further some elements will come, then he not kept the any place. That is a next limitation. The property of the new elements discovered later on did not fit in the Newland's law of octave. So this way this law is having the some limitation. That means if the new elements come, so they that elements not fitted in the Newland's octaves. Now come to the new topic, that is what? Mendeleev's periodic table. Now Mendeleev, he was the Russian scientist. What he did, in the period 1869 to 1872 AD, Mendeleev's periodic table is the most important steps in the classification of the elements. So this scientist was discovered. What he did, he found out the fundamental property of elements, namely the atomic mass, as a standard, and arranged 63 elements known at that time in an increasing order of their atomic masses. Now that time there are the how many elements discovered? 63 elements. What he did, he arranged all the elements in the increasing order of atomic masses. Then he transferred this into the periodic table of elements in the accordance with the physical and the chemical property of these elements. So what he did, what he discovered, the property of the elements is the based on the physical and the chemical properties. Mendeleev arranged the periodic table on the basis of the chemical and physical properties of the elements. These were the molecular formula of hydrides and oxides of the elements, melting point, boiling points, and the density of the elements and their hydrides and oxides. Mendeleev found that the elements with the similar physical and chemical properties repeat after definite intervals. So that means what? Some elements having the physical and chemical properties, that one is repeated after some time. That is a what? Definite interval of a time. On the basis of this finding, Mendeleev stated the following periodic law. So what? He make the one periodic law, that is known as a what? Mendeleev's periodic law. What is that law? Properties of elements are the periodic functions of their atomic masses. Now here the vertical column in the Mendeleev's periodic table are called the groups, while the horizontal rows are called the periods. So see here arrow is given, so that is a what? There are the 7 groups, and the how many periods are there? There are horizontal rows, that is called the periods, and there are the some column, that is a vertical column, that is known as what? Groups. So here is given the group 1, that is a hydrogen 1, lithium is a 7, sodium is a 23, potassium is a 39, In a second group, barium is a given, magnesium is given, calcium is given. Next group 3, that is a boron 11, aluminum 27.3. Like this way all the elements fitted. So how many elements fitted in the Mendel's periodic table? That is a what? 63 elements. So the general molecular formula of a compound shown as R2O, R2O3 etc. in the upper part of a Mendel's periodic table and are written as R2O, R2O3 etc. in the present system. Thank you very much.